All right, for one thing, and I don't know why I get the visions I get, but I'm getting somebody, and I don't know if this person, I don't think this person's passed, so because this is where my psychicness comes through. But something about gym shoes. Who wears gym shoes? I want to say your son. Do you have a son?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How old is your son? Is he like 14? Thank you, 14. Okay. I'm getting gym shoes, and I want to say that he's very active. There's something about activeness with him. I want to say that your father is the one that's kind of putting these messages. So this tells me that your father's around him.
Okay.
Was your father close to him?
Closer to my daughter than my son.
Well, he seems to be around your son for some reason. Not knowing why, but that will come through later. I want to say that he had not just one thing going on with his health.
My dad?
Yeah. It was more than just one thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was, I think things escalated with him.
Mm-hmm.
And he did not like doctors. Okay? I want to just say that. Doctors and him, it was not his strong suit.
Mm-hmm.
There was just something about doctors, and if he was always okay. And when he started to lose his whole physical being is when he really decided that this was not the way he wanted to live. And I'm getting that loud and clear. He keeps saying it's okay. Okay? As much as you weren't ready for this, believe it or not, he was. And I need to tell you that. Okay? And he was. And he keeps saying it's okay. I'm going to be okay. Don't worry. Really, don't worry. One side was compromised. What does that mean?
He had shingles.
Okay, but with one side,
Mm-hmm.
because he's telling me, he goes, that was a bitch, and he's, and he keeps saying that this really compromised him, and he said it was. I just keep getting this burning. Okay, one side, and he's saying it was horrible. But I want to say the shingles escalated into more things, and he's saying that was like the beginning to the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Also compromised his walking. Okay, he couldn't sit right, and there was a patch here. He keeps showing me that there was something in the back of him, a huge patch.
Mm-hmm.
Like he couldn't even, nothing could rub against
Yeah.
him. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so everything hurt from the
Yeah.
inside out, not
Right.
the other way. Okay,
Right.
all right. So he's saying that. He's saying that. He said never did he think that this was going to escalate and this was going to be the beginning of the end. So no, he did not know this. I need to tell you that.
I believe that.
Okay, okay, okay. Where, why do I see him more just like more with you? There's something about you. Is your mother, were they separated?
No, they were together.
But I don't see her having an active role. Sorry. I don't.
I was very close with my dad.
Yeah.
My mom and my dad, were married for almost 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
But it seems like you were the strength. You were the pillar. For some reason, I don't think she was. And if I'm wrong, you can say I'm wrong. But
no, I agree.
Okay, but he
He
keeps.
snapped at her a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and kept her at a distance, and didn't want comfort when she wanted to comfort him.
For some reason, you gave him the comfort, and I think that really hurt your mother by seeing that he allowed you in, and so that couldn't have been easy because you lost your father, and I think you were very close to your father. Your mother had to see that, and that couldn't have been very easy for your mother. So that part I have to say. Okay, he keeps coming in with gratitude. An abundance of gratitude. He said you never left his side. There was always something that you did, and you always brought him something. There was something about bringing him something. What the heck was it?
My kids' pictures, like drawings that they made.
You always brought something. He keeps saying that. You
Starlight Mints.
Okay, but he keeps saying that, and he's saying thank you for that, and it always meant something. It meant the world to him. Okay, and he is sorry, and he's sorry for losing some of his patients. He says, I know that I was hard, and he says, I'm not a good patient. I was not a good patient. Is this true?
He was an okay patient. You're right that he didn't like doctors.
Okay.
And,
Okay. because he's just saying
felt that he would be fine. He doesn't.
he really believed he was going to be fine.
Yeah,
And
I
think,
feel like he's one that if he was having all of the symptoms of a stroke, he would say, "I'm just gonna take a nap and it'll go away."
mm-hmm,
He would never.
mm-hmm,
So my mom was the one that would call 911, and he
Mhm.
would be angry at her. That
I want to say the reason that he was like this with your mother is because he's telling me down deep she was always right. Wow. That's what it is. That's why. And if he gave in to her, it would have been right, and it was really hard for him. So he had to keep plugging along and fighting.
That's very true.
That's what it is. So you need to tell your mom that. He keeps saying she's a good woman. And she always did everything right. He goes, I had the ego. Oh. And he's sorry. And he's sorry a lot with your mom. She was like the punching bag for him.
It's true.
That's where I see
True.
the disconnection. It was the disconnection between himself and how he felt and how he saw it. Now he keeps talking about soup. What's with the soup?
He made split pea soup.
Okay. And I bet he made it good. Okay.
My daughter loves it.
Okay, because
I would try to make it, and she'd say it's not as good as Pip's.
Okay, because he keeps talking about his soup, like he's famous for his soup. There's something about the soup. So he keeps telling me about the soup, and he's saying you got to keep mastering it. He goes, you got to keep it alive. Okay? Yeah. He keeps saying that your daughter always saw him as the hero. There was nothing he did wrong in her eyes. Your son kind of went the other way. He's more quiet, I want to say, when it came to him.
Uh-huh.
Is this true?
Absolutely.
Okay. And
Absolutely.
he's saying, I'm kind of sorry that I didn't give him the attention that I gave her. She was just more easier to love. Not that he didn't love him, because he does. That's why he's around him now, for some reason. He's around both of them, but it's kind of the same way how he was with your mother. Okay. And you are your daughter. Your son is more like your mother. You see the roles.
Mm-hmm.
I always say to people, on the other side, there's no ego. And you see things for what it really is. And they always come through with truth about it now.
I wish he was here.
I know. But he does know he was loved. He is with you more than you know. Your dad liked cooking, but he seems to gravitate in the kitchen for some reason. Why am I getting that?
I just remodeled my kitchen.
Oh my God. Really? Okay. So
He was involved in the planning.
okay, because he keeps talking about the kitchen, and he keeps saying, I really like the kitchen. That's where I want to be. But I had no idea you remodeled it. Okay.
That's where I want to be too.
Okay, but he's saying that loud and clear. He's saying about the kitchen, and if you want to know where he is, feel him. He's there. His energy, his presence is there. Oh, Ellen, that's sweet. Okay, so he's going on and on about that. And I keep seeing lots of keys with him, like things on him. Did he have things that jingled? I don't know why. You can always tell he was there.
He would jingle his change.
Oh, okay. That's why I see jingle, 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 jingle. Okay, because he's telling me that. And he's saying...
He would always jingle his change.
That's why he's saying, look for the signs when you see jingle change. And, just hearing that, I'm there. I'm all around. Okay? I'm all around. Is there something with with one of the lights that kept going out? There's a light. Why am I getting a light? I don't know if it's a dimmer, but there's something that just kept going on and off. What is that?
Just recently we had our bathroom light. I thought it needed a new light bulb, and then it started working again.
That's your father. He's telling me about the light, okay? That's his sign. You want to know what the signs are? He's telling me. Okay?
Why did he pick the bathroom?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. A lot of spirits like either the kitchen or the bathroom, believe it or not. Okay? Your father's one for kitchens and bathrooms, but I think the bathroom was probably the easiest way he can get your attention. And he's saying, pay attention to that. That was me. What is it that your son does? Because I want to say that he uses his whole physical self for some reason. There's something sport-wise that he does.
He plays lacrosse.
Okay, because your father's telling me, this is the one that I kept seeing, the gym shoes. He keeps saying he's around him. He's very proud of him. He's very good at what he does. And he says that kid gets overheated a lot. Is this true? Okay, because he's just telling me that. He goes, make sure that you cool him down, because he does. He gets, but he was always that type. He perspires a lot. Is this true?
Yes.
Okay, he's telling me that too. So I'm getting that loud and clear.
I wanted to find out who are spirit guides.
Well, spirit guides are people that once occupied this earth that we know, maybe even people we never met before. There are spirit guides, because I always tell people it's a real comfort knowing that our loved ones, we can say, are our angels protecting us, but in truth, angels have never been human, and because your father was human, he becomes a spirit guide. And I always say our angels protect and our spirit guides direct. That's very comforting, and the way we can get a hold of our loved ones is when we think about them, because it's your energy that brings them here.
Well, then he's never going away.
Well, he isn't. It's almost like a doorbell, I call it. Whenever you think of him, it's like a doorbell to him saying, okay, I'm coming, okay? And that's the way it works. He doesn't want you to stunt your growth where you're at. He goes, it's time now. Get back on the horse and get going. He goes, that's enough now. He doesn't want this. He knows how much you love him. He knows. And he said, you have to be more like your mother. Don't think for a moment that your mother isn't grieving, but she's making herself move forward. He's telling me the same thing. He goes, I'm with you. I'm more with you than you know. And that's what he's saying. He goes, your mother's as strong as a horse. He goes, she'll live to be 100. Stop worrying if you're worrying. He goes, she's not going anywhere. Good. Okay, I'm getting that too. So that's really good. Yeah, I'm getting that. I love it. Okay, your kids will be good. I just keep seeing your mother saying this was it. I mean, there was nothing more we can do. That's the attitude your mom's got. Your mom has this very real, healthy attitude. We've done all we could. God took them. That's your mom's way of having to deal with it.
And she knew how sick he was.
Well, he got very sick very quickly, is what I want to say. Because it did not, remember I said at the beginning of the session, your dad had lots of things that were going on. It wasn't one thing. Usually when I do readings, I could say, well, I can see a cancer, I could see this. With your dad, it's kind of like skyrocket throughout his whole body. It started with one, but it didn't end with one. So right when you thought you licked one, now you had something else. And then it became more complicated. And that's what I'm getting. And I'm seeing it loud and clear.
Mm-hmm.
He said it got bigger than what we could do. And that's when he decided to check out. He was ready. If you really think about it, he's saying, the time that I checked out, it wasn't long after I did. Mentally, I knew I was done living like this.
Yeah, he was in hospice only 12 hours.
See what I mean? He made his peace. And he wants you to know at the end, when he made his peace, from that time on, it didn't hurt.
Good.
Just so you know.
I wish he could be here. You know, he's here, but he's not here.
Ellen, listen to me. He is. But you have to look for him in different ways. I tell this to my clients all the time. The soul never dies. The soul is very much alive. The body, the physical being, is no longer. But you have to look for them in different ways. When you are open to looking for them in different ways, they'll come.
Okay.
That's what he wants, okay? But he loves you, and he's so proud of you. And he's with you all the time. Remember that. You're welcome.